Are you ready to go on a journey with me? I fucking hope so. Because today I'm introducing you to the vagina wizard himself, a true black belt in the martial art of picking up women. Get your fucking pencils and notebooks ready.
To catch ourselves up to speed. We have each other and a way of communicating with each other so that whatever you learn in field, you can bring to others, and whatever they learn, they can bring to you. It's collaborative. My job here is to catch you up to speed in the world of pickup, not enough so that you can just get laid, but enough so that you can teach it to your son.
Yeah, let my son come out looking like that. I'm killing him and then immediately killing myself.
This is serious business. The rules, the strategies, the techniques that I have collected, discovered, or created over the last 15 years.
This dude looks just like a Final Fantasy NPC.
I never meant to be a pickup artist. I just wanted a girlfriend. Just wanted to be loved. This stuff, if you apply it systematically, will work. Just like you have a laptop and there are people on the planet who don't, and they look to you with envy, and you look to them like, oh, well, man, I've got a laptop. I'm used to it, right? There will come a time where, and it may be soon for some of you, you may already be good. I don't know. I have to still go around the room, right?
I have a laptop.
There's going to come a time that you're simply going to know this so well that you'll have women in your life. You'll have women in your life because you're doing a series of tasks, step by step, that get women in your life. Just like you got the laptop. There's a series of steps that took place. There's a lot of technology in a woman.
Yes, women are laptops. I hope you're taking notes.
If we can backwards engineer how she's built in terms of an AI, just that alone. You know, you have a girlfriend and you're interested in artificial intelligence and you think, how would I create a program that could mimic her personality? All the little nuances, you know, as if the personality, almost like an imitator, you could put on your mother's personality, oh, and then put on one girlfriend's personality. It becomes different. And then another one. What are those distinctions? What are those differences?
Jesus Christ, dude. This is like watching Kanye West try to explain anything, ever.
There is an attraction circuitry built into an emotional circuitry in every woman that is ubiquitous. It's the same everywhere. Here's why it's the same. Because of the population explosion. What? Around 2,000 years ago, there were only around 11 million people on Earth. There are 6.45 billion now. In Casanova's heyday, the mid-1750s, when he's tramping along in Venice, snagging some birds, if he were here right now, he'd just be one of us. That's it. He's got some game. I don't know if his game would be considerably impressive nowadays, now that we have the internet and technology and practice and training and real true thought to it, so that we can, you know, get the girl, have our sex drives, our primitive sex drives satiated so that we can actually maybe contribute to the welfare of the earth. You know, if you're working at MIT and you're building, you know, some cool machine that's going to save the planet, and you're not getting laid, that's seriously going to compromise things. "40 to 60,000 years ago, there were very few people on the planet. and they lived in tribes. Their emotional circuitry has not evolutionarily adapted to the population explosion, which is the environmental change that has taken place. It isn't the trees or the sky or the land that has changed over the last 40,000 years that make us have to adapt to it. It's just people. More competition, scarcer resources. And our puny little primitive brains are not supercomputers, they're more like VIC-20s. And we're bound by the human condition, all of us together. And we have to indulge in that because every emotional circuit that exists in your head exists for a calibrated reason. Every single one. How many are there? It wouldn't surprise me if you can quantify each emotional circuit. Less than 300. Separate calibrated ones. Like for instance, these are some subtleties. If you're attracted to a woman, you will feel itchy in 4 separate locations. Women will feel it much more than men.
Well, yes, obviously, who doesn't know this? Anytime I meet an attractive woman, I just start fucking itching all over.
Women will need to touch their hair repeatedly. Look out for it. If a girl's touching her hair like that, she's grooming. She's trying to primp herself, look nice. She doesn't know she's doing it. It's hardwired. She could be talking to somebody, right? On the corner of her eye, she'll see you, and when she does, she'll do this and keep talking. She won't even know it. It's a signal. It's a robotic signal. You will see it. Just look out for it tonight. The second one, if a girl scratches here, if she's scratching here, right? This is a subcommunication from ape days. Back when we were apes, what this means is, I'm itchy, I need grooming.
You, my friend, need help. ASAP.
Right? But some, in an ape society or a tribal society, if we think back, even apes lived in a tribal way. Imagine there's a girl who doesn't know if the man is taken, right? And we as men don't know what it's like to be attracted to someone bigger and stronger than us. So women aren't going to attract, rather they're not going to walk up to that alpha male. That female ape isn't going to approach the male alpha male ape, the grayback. She's just going to sit about 5 to 8 feet away, like a robot. If we were watched from space and zoom in and see all these tribes of people, that's how it's done. You have to first get to know someone, right? So the way it's designed in this little robotic world of ours, of humanity, there's the guy. If she finds him attractive, she will put her back to him 5 to 8 feet away. I will not get any of that unless certain stereotypes of the clothing that I'm wearing have already given her a predisposition towards thinking I have value. You know, you dress like a rock star, they'll treat you like one.
Is that the proximity alert that you just go right?
It's the proximity alert, and exactly. And how do I know it's really robotic? Because I did experiments, that's why. For shits and giggles, I'm in field. And normally I would open indirectly. And we'll get into what that is in greater detail, but in this case, if it's proximity, I could just tap her on her shoulder and say hi. If she wasn't expecting it, she'd be like, over the shoulder, what, right? But if she turns and goes, oh, hello, you know? And more so, if you tap her and she does this, right? Then she's really nervous. She's like, and you can tell too. See, it's the mirror opposite. And that's proximity. You've already, got attraction, so you don't have to really, work her attraction circuits.
Well, I hope you learned something today. You better have been taking notes. Step 1, dress like a Final Fantasy NPC. And don't forget to scratch the top of your hands or whatever. I find it very amazing that people pay hundreds of dollars for this information. But yeah, that's all I got for you today. See ya.